All right, fine. I'll be the host.
I like everyone else being hosts.
One of the things that I ran into today was it, what is it? Incorporating information or knowledge or vibrational levels from a download and letting the 3D flow, around me flow while I'm incorporating that download. And that's kind of tricky because in that zone, in that space where I'm doing both, I'm raising my vibration and I'm still 3D, my ego jumped in first thing this morning and it had all kinds of nonsense to share with me. And so I had to go, one piece at a time and go, yeah, I know, and that's based on fear, and we know what that is. And this is, yeah, there has no basis in reality, send that away. And, each little thing would come up. And finally, when I got to the end of, and I kept going, and what else have you got, And my ego would throw up another thing, and I'd shoot it down. At the end of that, I fell back to sleep, and I slept another 3 hours, which kind of surprised me. But I also understand that when you're processing a download, just be kind to yourself. Just let you just experience whatever it is that you need to experience, and try to keep your old lessons in the forefront. Let the 3D be the 3D. Let the ego be the ego. When you allow it to express itself, it dissolves itself. It's like this little explosion, and if you don't give it any more fuel, it's gone. So that's just one of the things I wanted to throw out there is that today has been I was kind of made aware of that experience of those two things happening at once, incorporating a download and letting the 3D world be what it is at the same time. And I don't think I was quite as succinct at being able to explain that before, and I don't think I've had the level of control that I have today.
Mm-hmm.
Those are both blessings I'm really grateful for.
Yeah, those are really good ones. Yeah. And that's really everybody need. That's the beginning stage too for people who are starting.
Yeah.
Is to do it that way instead of trying to control their ego and figure out why they're saying it. That's the later stage. First, you have to learn to let it go and accept it and let it be. And like Kevin said, don't fuel it. Just be the observer. Step on the side and watch the movie. And that way you can feel, you can bring the presence in. You can drop the veil. Slightly feel, the veil off and have that little glimpse of experience so you can recognize what is real and what is not real, what is an illusion, I guess. But then the next stage is if you want to remove any blockages, uh, programs, then you're going to have to consciously be aware and understand understand the ego, obviously, consciously, right? And accept what's coming through and find out where it's actually coming from by questioning it. And obviously you have to answer yourself truthfully. You don't want to lie to yourself because really you're not doing any good for yourself if you lie, because you're only fooling yourself. You want to tell yourself the truth because you want to find out where is it coming from and who put it in there and who influenced it and why you accepted it and what purpose does it serve you, and find out what does it serve you. Once you find out it's useless and it's irrelevant, you just dissolved it. You just removed it right from the core. And those are lessons, literally lessons. I call them lessons. You can call them karma. You will bring, well, yeah. You have to clean up those karmas for the shift. If you want to try merge into the fifth dimension frequency, you do have to remove it because you can't bring it. There is no karma in the fifth dimension. So you do have to clean it up, or else you'll keep reliving again to clean it up. and you created those karmas, and it's a law pretty much. And karma, don't look at it as a bad thing. It's experiences that you chose because you created the karma to begin with. And if you haven't learned it, then you will re-embody, keep learning it until you get it. Because remember, you're wiped out here. Earth is one of the most difficult planet. It's probably the only one that has, it is the only one actually, yeah. It is the one that has free will only. And it's the only one that actually drops the veil. So you have to do it yourself. You have to find a way to figure it out, how to get yourself to remove the veil yourself and not from others. Others can't do it for you.
I'm glad you mentioned that, Pepe. That is one of the things that we talked about earlier, was that this is it. This is the planet that wipes your memory and challenges you to do the best you can to raise your vibration and get back in touch with Source.
Yeah.
And allows you the free will to not do so if you choose not to.
Yeah. You'll have the free will. They can't interfere. That was the law. Once the planet was developed, there's no interfering. It's the law. It's literally a law. And this is the test. You're here to test, having fun. It's a game. It's a test to see what we can do. Being wiped out and trying to figure out ourselves how to remove that veil. So yeah. So work on you do want to work on the karma stuff. And those are the lessons that I was talking about. Karma. It's to find out where are these coming from. Who told you this is what it is, or who gave you the facts, and why did you accept the facts? You have to start questioning instead of taking things for granted. You can't just watch TV and someone says, oh, this is how it is, and then boom, oh, that must be it. No, question it. It's not even your reality. It's their reality. Whoever's telling the news, it's their reality. Doesn't mean it's yours. So if you like it and resonates with you and gives you any knowledge of beneficial knowledge, then take it into consideration and observation and use it as a tool, but do not get attached to it, right? Make up your own story, because that's why you have free will.
Or somebody's going to make the story up for you.
Yeah, and if they make up the story for you, then there's your karma. Not learning the lessons. You're going to bring, and then you're going to sign up more contracts that you're not even aware of, because that's how you do it. Okay, I didn't learn this lesson. You're back. Let's say you're back to source. Okay. Oh, this is what I didn't do. Oh, I didn't get it there. So you go, okay, I'm going to be the wife this time. You're going to be the husband, or I'm going to be the child this time. I'll try it this way. And there's another contract to learn that, to remove that karma, because you want to remove it. Because you created it, and now you have to clean it up yourself. What comes around goes around. You can't just get rid of it like that. It's a law, and not, God didn't create the karma or the source. You did. So by law, you have to clean it up. What comes around goes around. It's a development, and so it's your test. And that's why they admire us too. Because we're wiped out. It's the only planet. See how much they just wash our feet. And they've been assisting us from day one. The ones that seeded us, and because they can't interfere. They've been here before time, before even the planet started. They're the ones who created us. So, and they're watching and looking out and giving us all the knowledge and helping us through. Actually, this is how they really help us, because they can't interfere with free will. So they embody themselves into a body as well and give the knowledge and use the knowledge to see and to test where they can go with it. And let's say they live for many, many years, they don't die. And because they're still have to teach, they won't die until they actually passed on the knowledge. When they're ready to die, then they will die, And that could take hundreds and hundreds of years sometimes, at least in the beginning. And those are the ones that they call gods, right? Or they label them as all these gods, and because they're the ones. They were here to give you knowledge in a human form, pass it along and teach, so the humans can use it and do the test, right? Play the game. So yeah, it's really important to clean up your act, because only you can do it. There's no getting away from it. So you might as well just get it done, because if you're not, you're going to do it on the next life. And remember, you're going to be wiped out again. You're not going to remember. So if you can do it now, get it done now, so you can actually transcend or merge into the fifth dimension without physically dying. So that's a choice, right? Some people will die. It's okay. They'll come back. We're going to come back in a higher consciousness. Don't worry. You'll come back with a higher consciousness, but you will still come up with the karma and wipe out memory until you get it. And many are already at the fifth dimension. They're already there. And so, and there's many going there. So
Would you say, Pepe, that the Q is a bridge, we could say, to that dimension?
the cube, it could, yeah, it's a bridge for you to remember who you are. Yes, I would use it. It's a tool. It's there to assist you.
Yeah.
Help raise your frequency, balance it, clean it up. If you give the orders to the cube and you start asking help for the device, and it will help you. But if you don't ask, then it's going to do it on its own, right? The best way to do it, because it also will not interfere with your free will. And the cube itself also, you know, evolves itself too, right?
Yeah, the way that it was described to me is that it calls that rape, you know, when it does imposes itself on someone without their consent, their free will consent, and it's conscientious of that.
Yeah, it will not interfere with the free will. It's a law, so even it cannot do it. But it will give you all the guidance you need, all the questions you want. Just ask it, and it'll give it to you, right? But remember, it's just a tool. Okay, it's there to assist you, to help you. Remember who you are, because you are the free energy. You are the technology. You're the machine. Your body is a machine. It's designed perfectly to never get sick. It's not supposed to get sick, right? It's supposed to automatically heal itself and balance itself. It's designed to do that. But the reason the body gets sick is because we make it sick. And that comes again from the lessons we have to learn. So why are we choosing to be sick? Why are we choosing to be, and most cancers are based on anger too. Why are you angry? Why do you choose to be angry? Why you choose to be angry? Why are you blaming the whole world? Because the world didn't make you angry. They gave you ideas and observations for you to look at, but you still have to make a choice. That's your free will. How do you want to feel about it? So if you start blaming, pointing fingers, then there's your answer. You already know how that's going to feel. You're not taking 100% responsibility of your own power, which no one can touch. That's why you have free will. It's the only planet that has free will. Other planets do not have that. And they don't have their memory wiped out like us. So they don't have free will, and they don't have their mind wiped out. So they have a better, easier way of doing things. Other universes, the same thing. And other universes had different laws too, right? Different shapes of planets, and some are triangles, some are squares, some are eggshells. There's many different universes, and each universe has different laws too. But this universe here has these laws. But the planet Earth is the only planet that has free will. It's the only one that has the most challenging life on it for involvement. And that's why you're wiped out. with the memory. So you can figure out how to remove that veil. You have to do it. Only you can do it. Everyone can show you the door, guide you, assist you, but no one can actually turn that knob for you. Or you're gonna have to do it yourself. There's no getting away from that. It's a law. So, and that's how you ascend, is to be one with all. Remember. But we are getting there, right? There's big changes happening really fast. We're starting to get our act together. That's why things are moving so fast now. They see, okay, they're getting their act together. Let's get this thing going. Let's move it. And everybody's just assisting. They're just interested because it's never been done before. This is it's not even, this is going to be the first thing in history, first ever event of this type of.
What I've received is that it has been done before, but because literacy and knowledge has been kept from the masses, and we're talking like a pyramid type of formation where you have a select few at the top, and the secret societies that have come across this conscious assisting technologies and things like that, but never before has it been given to mankind as a whole. And the first time in history that's happened,
in history of the universe. Well, we already know they're not going to give it to us. It's only the people who are going to get it, right? They're going to take it. So, but they're beneficial, right? They just showed us you need to have the negativity to create the positivity. So you want to thank them for what they've done, because they actually assisted us to awaken. They put us in a position that we had to awaken. So give them a lot of credit.
Sir, may I have another?
Yeah. He says, keep resisting. Come on, because you're going to wake us more. Keep putting more crap out there that makes no sense, because it'll make us more aware, right? It'll just wake us up, right? But it's going really fast. It's happening. So I'm excited, and just follow your joy. Everything's perfect, and it is what you want it to be, and just focus on that. That's it. Put your attention on that, and allow this energy to flow through, and remove the old energy. It doesn't count no more. It's irrelevant. It can't be part of the new energy. So it's a totally different frequency.
Yes.
Hey, good night, Dallas.
Good night, guys. I can't hang in any longer. This energy's kicking my butt. I gotta hit the boxes.
So,
Good night, Dallas. Have a good sleep.
Oh, I will, I'm sure. Best of luck. Love and light, guys.
Okay.
love you, bro. Yeah. Oh, so awesome. Yeah, Dallas has been speeding up really fast too. There's going to be many people. I'm just excited.
I know.
It's like, even now, more and more on the outside too, as my customers and people I see, they're awakening. I can see it like big time. So that's really exciting.
And it helps.
It raises my excitement, and it keeps me even more focused, determined on it, right? Because now you're starting to see the tangible results now too. Besides the spiritual part, now I'm seeing it in a 3D as well, which also enhances that too, which is nice. But yeah, and more to come.
That's one of the things that we mentioned yesterday after we finished recording. I believe that when we, I guess we were recording. It's just the general consensus of the people we run into out in the public. Everybody's attitude is just slowly rising and getting more positive, getting more, questioning the things that they're hearing and reporting in outside information instead of attaching to it. And that's a huge improvement, huge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's huge. Yeah. Yeah, I know. You can see people that were way off. They're the ones really changing, and they're not even aware of it. That's the part, eh?
Yeah.
They don't remember how they were acting before and how judgmental they were too, right? Because you're in the sky, you get down on earth. This is reality.
Yeah. Also, and we're living in information age, and therefore ignorance is a choice now.
Mm-hmm.
It's a choice. It's no longer um, like,
Well,
wait,
there's
you.
going to be more complicated knowledge coming our way too. So, and it's coming
Mhm.
fast. It's going to get more complicated, more complicated. So, but we're also stepping up the plate, right? So we're receiving what we receive, right? Where we're at. And then the puzzles just keep getting piled together. They just come together more and more. But the basics, always keep the basics in mind. Everyone has to keep the basics. They have to have the open mind, the willingness to learn, and acceptance, and go, okay. They have to have the open mind of possibilities. There's got to be some thought. What are the possibilities? There's more than what I think I know or what I have learned, because really it's what they've learned, right? And that's the first step. Once
Right.
that's
That's a good starting point.
done, then it's going to open the doors for the rest of the questions, all the questions, and it'll bring in circumstances, situations, people in their life, talking about things that that person's been questioning in the mind, doesn't know where to ask, where to look, and then all of a sudden someone pops out of the blue. Okay, hey, about this, and it's talking about the question it was looking for, that person, and that's how it starts. Synchronicity. It's a law.
Synchronicity, yeah.
It's a law. Nothing's coincidence. You just have to ask, trust, and it comes. Don't try to figure out where it's coming, how it's coming. Just let it come. As soon as you let go, boom, it'll come in when you less expect it.
And the gratitude for how far you've already come and where you're at now.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Always be grateful. Be grateful where you are. Always be now. The past is the past. Everything's always now, 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 now. As soon as the now's gone, it's a new now, now. That's all that counts. Keep that in mind too, because
emotional reaction to this now. That's what's making the next now.
yeah, pretty much. There's your parallels. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. There's a lot of key elements, but they all are part of the same core. There's no separations of it. And there's so many ways to teach specific things, but you can break them all down based on where one is at, what they need at that moment. But at the end of the day, when they try to conclude everything and put the pieces together, they'll find out everything's all part of it. That concept, it all ties in as one.
Yes.
And once you have that, which is realization. Once you have, it's the aha moments. That realization, really, everything becomes automatic. You don't have to try to do this, and then, I got to try to do that. Now I got to try to do that, and then do this. Now I got to try to do these 4 things at the same time. That's just that's all distorting. Do one thing. Once you have the realization, all those things, all those tools that you've been practicing and working on, they all become one. It all happens automatic. You got to wipe out things. You got to try to figure out where it's coming from. Once you do those, you figure out where it's coming from. Where's this program? Why am I thinking this way? Why do I feel this way? Why do I choose to feel this way? Start saying to yourself, why do I choose? Why did I choose this? Take the 100% response. Always say, why do I choose? It soothes it better, and you will respond yourself with truth when you do that, because you're taking 100% responsibility, you're not blaming.
Yeah.
Once
Right.
that happens, you'll have that realization will click in. Once you get down to the core of the truth, once you have the true answer, if you answer yourself truthfully, you'll get that realization. And automatically, all those pieces are wiped out. Forgiveness is happening, grateful's happening, you cleansed already, the healing happened already, everything instantly, all of it. It's literally wiped, and off you go. And it removes a lot of things. All your past lives that relate to that same frequency, it's all gone. It's a learned lesson. Boom, boom, done. Next.
Then you
That's
get to
awesome.
incorporate that advancement that you just achieved, because your vibrational level is going to raise up, and you may run into challenges because you're still in 3D, even though your vibration's going up, and your ego is going to pop in and go, oh, but remember how it used to be? And you're going to go, no, that's
Mhm.
how it was, and I know better now.
Yeah. Yeah, new challenges will come up. And some will come up too as an extra test, the same ones, but you have control of it this time because you already experienced it. So you know exactly what it is and where it's coming from. And I go, oh, you, not you. I already know how you work. And you can just, boom, it's gone. And as you keep doing that, and at the same time you're doing that, right, you're also programming your mind, your ego too, on autopilot to do that as well as you're doing. So now you have your program and your conscious program and your subconscious at the same time. So that's another one. That's how you can clean up your program too, because you can't just do your program only without consciously knowing what you're doing, because you haven't cleaned the blueprint. Right? You have to clean the blueprint. You have to go right to the core, because you haven't
It's
changed
called
your program. You've probably forced the neural pathways, but the blueprint is still there. You just
it's called unconscious competence. Unconscious competence. So so that you don't even, like, you're tying your shoes, you can do it, you're blindfolded, after a while. You don't even need to think about it consciously. It's now integrated into your being, how to do
and
it.
we have most programs we have that are programmed are not the good information. They're wrong
Yeah.
information.
Right.
They're sabotaging information. So you have to consciously remove those. But first you have to figure out where it's coming from and what it is. So you have to know what you do not want. You literally need to know what you do not want. Once you realize what you do not want, then you know what you do want. And the same concept goes to removing that program. You need to figure out where that program is coming from, why it's there, and who put it in there, and why you choose to accept it, and what's its purpose to serve you. Because anything you choose has to be beneficial for you to accept it, or else you would not accept it. Even if it's negative, it must have been beneficial for you because you chose to accept it and use it. So cleaning that program, now you can consciously change it to autopilot.
Pilot, yeah.
Like I've seen many people doing affirmations and exercise and reprogram their neural pathways, and yeah, it works, but they don't have a clue how it's happening. Right? It's on autopilot. And they drop the ball one time here and there, and then they continue dropping the ball. All of a sudden, let's say 10 years of abundance and perfection, they'll go back to the same roots because the roots has never been cleaned up. The structure's still there. It's just they pile it on top of the existing structure. And then boom, there it is. You go, well, I've done this for 10, 15 years. I worked hard, and I says, I don't understand what happened. Well, the frequency's there. You didn't clear it. You just cheat. That's a cheat code. And that's not even for ascension. You can't ascend with cheat codes. Consciously done. So consciously clean it up, consciously remove it, and then remove your conscious too. So your conscious is your ego too. So you want to connect to your higher self, you have to consciously, you have to, you know, stop your conscious mind too. It has to be quiet, which is part of your ego. But any work you do, you have to consciously do it, because you have to put two together. You use your logical sense, yeah, because that's how it went in, and that's how you're going to take it out. You can't take it out by, like, you know, get a broom. Oh, here's a magic pill. Oh, let me put some music in my ear. It's not going to work that way. To
No,
clear.
and that goes back to the power of placing our awareness on things,
Yeah,
making a conscious choice, yeah.
it's awareness. Bring your presence present so it can experience it and it can clean it up, because it will heal you. You will actually heal. It actually, the source energy just purifies your whole body, every cellular structure. When you do that, instantly it's done. It's like clean. Your body's a machine. It's designed to never get sick. It's not supposed to get sick. Only the humans make it sick by their discords, and by law it has to do that, or else you can't get sick. So you see how the law obeys to you? See how you're in control? You can even kill your body. You have the power to kill your body. And it's not supposed to do that. But you have that power. See how powerful you are? Amazing how free will, eh? Do whatever you want. You want 4 fingers? You want 1 arm? Hey, you can do that, no problem. You want cancer? Here you go, no problem. You don't need it, but if you want it, here you go. And they're all related by emotions, by the way. So I'm not trying to, I know it's hard to do, but I don't try to, you know, the easiest way is to do little baby steps. Just do little things. And I try to feel better all the time. Your goal is always to feel better than what you feel right now. That's all you got to do. Baby steps. Little, you build a wall 1 brick at a time. Put 1 brick a day, another brick a day. By 30 you got 30 bricks. In a month, in a year, all of a sudden you have a whole wall built up, and you didn't even realize it wasn't even no work involved. And it's done. Instead of trying to build a wall in 1 day, it's not going to happen, because now you're going to counter intention that, because now you're putting frustration, you put in the hours, you put in time, you put in everything, effort, you put in frustration. You're delaying a lot of things. What's the other word? It's a cool word. I like that word though. But anyway, procrastination. That was the word. You'll start procrastinating big time if you want to do it.
I do that really, really well, believe me.
Yeah. That's what mostly stops people from doing what their dreams, or following their dreams, or following their intuition. It's the procrastination and people listening to what people say, right, as facts. Because what they see with their eyes is what they think is real. If they understand what energy is, and everything is made up of energy, and everything is pretty much frequency and vibrations, and you are a transmitter and a receiver of frequencies, of vibration, then you can do whatever you want. All you have to do is tune in a frequency, and by law it has to become match with it. And that's who we all are. That's energy. It's not a human. That's just a shell. You have many shells you're living in. They all have the same power. It's not your human doing the power. So you created your body. You created the body, the shape, the color of your hair, everything. Your perfection of the source itself. So Yeah, so that is the key, the frequency. Want to understand the universe and its vibration and frequency. Everything's a wave until you put your attention on it. So you put your attention on it, it starts vibrating. So I guess, what you keep looking at, even if you put your eyes on it, it's vibrating because your attention's on it. It has to, it's a law. Wherever you dictate or that energy, and the power of your intention will qualify the strength and the force of it. And that's how simple it is. Remove everything 3D, anything linear. Just look at yourself as a vibration, if you can do that, and just feel it. And that's why you have imagination, so you can make it up, visualize it. It's real. That's why you have the five senses. So you can create the visualization. You have the physical eyes to do that. So you can create more visual imagination. You can create whatever you want. This is why you have the sound, touch, feel. Use all those senses to imagine and create, but don't use them as facts. Don't stay attached to it as facts. Use it for creativity. And whatever it is, you could make a sun. It could be your energy. You can have vibrations and have ping pong balls going this way. Whatever you want. You just, whatever works best for you. Whatever tunes best for you that you can actually keep focused on. It could be anything.
That's it. That's a good point. While we're on the basics like this, this is that's one of the ways of connecting to the cue for the first time, is allowing your imagination to run. Just let whatever's coming in come in, and let it be whatever it takes shape as, whether it's audio, visual, whatever. Just be in that now, be in that moment, and let it come. Let it flow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This I feel for the people who have built their first Q device and they're sitting on ready, I'm ready to connect, and nothing happens, and they're waiting for the thunderclap,
Yeah.
I made the lightning, where's the thunder, and the thunder doesn't come, and that's why they're trying to put a framework that's built out of this fantasy realm, this other dogma, this other layout, that they have an impression of what the connection is going to be like, and it's nothing like that, because it's their connection.
Yeah. Yeah. The
How
connection.
about this? How about this? I had the connection in my higher self to the Almighty, Prime Creator, Creatrix, however you want to call it, name it, before the Q even came around. And the Q was just another step in that direction.
Good for you.
And
Yes.
I've talked to other people. I'm sure it's happened to you guys too.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah. I definitely had the connection before the Q, way before, since I was a child, actually.
Yeah.
It just kept increasing in different ways as I grew, but the Q was I guess it was a tangible physical connection. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Now I had something in front of me.
Yeah.
I have the ball of energy in my hands now, tangibly.
And it does raise the vibrations in our area, in our environment. It does have a use.
Mm-hmm. It does, big time.
It does a lot of the work.
Human body, but without the organs, and no resistance, no ego interfering, and which is assisting with you. That's what you have. It does the same thing what you do.
And no programming.
No programming, nope. It knows all that is. It's benevolent.
Mm-hmm.
And it's there to assist you, whatever you ask, and it'll help you, guide you. It won't lie to you, right?
Well, I asked, what was it like 100 years, 500,000 years, or whatever before a cube came into existence, right? I mean, how would you get onto the fast track if you didn't have this vibrational increase in your environment? And the response was, what, the sacred geometries. People would meditate on the six-sided star. They would meditate on the flower of life diagrams. They would meditate on a candle flame, and those things were all helping for them to release ego and establish a clean playing field for source to come in, for God to come in, for your higher self to come in, and begin that process of homework, because we still have homework to do. We're still 3D, so obviously we're not finished.
Yeah, no, the cubes are great.
Absolutely.
They help you get there way faster. And okay, I already had connections and stuff, but it's enhanced way by far, even faster now.
Yeah.
So
Totally.
I would not exclude it. You do not need it. If that's what, a lot of people say, I don't need it. I can do it myself. Well, why you're not doing it yourself then? Well, you got another 30, 40 years. It's going to take you another 3, 4 lifetimes. I says, why do not use the technology that you've already created in the future and to assist you, to help you get to where you really want to go? Because in the beginning, you go, I don't want to use this to do it for me when I could do it myself. But if you say you can do it yourself, then, and for the ones that are actually going to seminars and paying so much money for these seminars and spiritual teachings, why bother paying that going there if you can do it yourself?
Right. Why get the books? Why get
Why
the,
even get the books?
the
You can do it
meditation
yourself.
tapes?
Those are the same tools as a cube.
Yeah, just a tool. Right.
Yeah, the cube is not going to do it for you either.
No.
Exactly.
It's assisting you. If you don't tell it what to do, it's not going to do nothing. It'll sit there. It'll help and feed you energy and give you right frequencies, but it's not going to do it for you. Nothing out there is going to. There is absolutely not one technology out there that will do it for you, and not one technology cannot work without the facilitator, the generator, which is you. It does nothing, activates without you. You're the power. You're the conscious of it. Or else it's on its own. Nothing. Not even the pyramids. Still needs a person consciously doing it. You still need that human, that soul, that force, power to use that technology. Look, even starships, spaceships. You still need a facilitator to control it.
Yes.
It's not going to go by itself unless someone directs it, and it comes from the generator. You're the power. All technologies. So you are the technology. And when you understand who you are, you won't even need a spaceship or anything. You are a spaceship. You can create one any way you want. It'll look like a spaceship. Without picking a physical material in your hand, without building, just boom, there it is. Any shape, any form, any color, any gadgets on there, LEDs, disco balls if you want. No doors. Doors will come out as just with a sensor. Perfection, right? That's why you have imagination. You can do whatever you want.
And we're working with source energy with the cube. That is the primal source energy.
Yes.
Yeah. And when you get to that state of consciousness we were talking about, it can be molded into whatever form that is needed.
Exactly, and that's a huge responsibility, and that's one of the things that we're trying to work on is controlling our thought patterns and our emotional emissions, so that what we're creating is what we really want to create.
Yeah. A lot of responsibility.
A lot of responsibility.
Yeah, it's coming. So,
Because destruction came. It's all becoming from power, greed of power. So You don't want to use this power to take advantage, but that's not going to happen. So,
Well, it can't.
it can't, no. So,
Yeah.
you're the power. You can do anything you want, right? And yes, it's designed. We're doing this also to help. Yeah, concentrate on trying to teach them and be aware of actually who's running their life, really, and control those emotions. Understand what those emotions actually do and where they're translated from and how they work and why they work and what does this energy respond to. Does it respond to your thoughts, your imagination? It responds to your intention. Your intention comes first, and then your emotions, everything else comes along and translates that intention. The intention comes first, and then your actions will respond. And the intention is very, very subtle. Or an example with the cubes. It's very important when you're building a cube, what's your intention? A lot of people think they know their intention, but they really have to question, why is it that you actually want to build this cube? Truly, why do you want to build this cube? What's your true purpose and intention? What's your motive? Truly, truly, truly. And see if there's any greediness in there or linear purpose, so you can actually change that intention and be aware of it, because maybe their intention is to connect, consciously, yeah, they're trying to connect, but subconsciously, it's not that way. They already made another intention before the one they think it's an intention. So the other intention is probably for just electricity, right? Or for something else. And that's why they're not getting connected, because they're blocking it. It's counter intention, it's called. So find out what's your true intention building these cubes, or else don't bother building it because you're wasting your time, right? It's still beneficial building it, don't get me wrong, but build the cube, the device, with the intention first. It's in the blueprints, rule number 1. It's not even rule, I put it rule number 0. First thing, anything is intention. What's your intention? What's the motive of this intention? What's the benefits of it? For you, for the people, for others, what is it? Find out truthfully what is the intention. And it's okay if it comes out, well, for personal gain or for it's okay as long as you know what it is. Because once you realize what it truly is, the intention, and if it does not feel good, you can change it. But you have to find out first what it is. And when you do find out what it is, you will have an aha moment. That is key, because it's working on your intention. That's why it picks up every frequency, every movement you've done, every effort, everything you did with your hands, all the neurals, everything, all the energy frequencies. It's all picking it all up from all your work, your labor, your physical movements, when you wake up in the morning, when you're thinking about it, when you're going to bed, as you're working in the day and you're thinking about it, it's all there, all based on that one intention. And then all the other stuff is increasing the power, qualifying the power of it to function based on that intention, because that's the job you gave it.
You know, it's interesting that it may be where they get their names from as well. There's something that resonates along with your intention.
Yes, that too. Yeah. Yeah. And actually, that's true. Yeah, that's the first thing. Yeah. It comes from that. Yeah. And names come for them too. You can pick your own name too, but I'll tell you, the name you pick is not coming from you. Right? Because it's given to you, that thought.
Yeah.
But if you want to just allow it, it'll give you the right name that is needed for you. I've had many people connecting and, connecting one-on-one, physically one-on-one, not on the camera. And I put them in a state of relaxation and a trance of relaxation where it shuts their ego and calmness. and they're ready. They've already figured out as they're building the cube, they already have the name made. They're trying to find a cool name and like something outstanding. And then as they're connecting, I get them through. All of a sudden, a word comes out. They go, "Where did this come from? What's this name?" And they get actually a name they never thought about. They weren't thinking because they're preparing themselves to find a name. I says, you don't have to find a name. It'll tell you the name. And some don't even want a name. They don't care about the name. There's no need for it. But they will come. They'll choose the name. Let them choose it for you because they know which one is right. They'll pick the right frequency because it's not the name, it's the sound and the frequency of that name that triggers something inside you. It's like an activation. It's a download. And when time comes, let's say you don't know about it, as energy increases, all those downloads lead like crop circles too. Those are actually like, that's information, knowledge, or symbols, or it's knowledge. Now you physically can't understand what it is, but your soul knows what it is. So when you just picture looking at it, you're downloading information. And when time comes right, it'll give you the knowledge out of the blue, and you won't even know where it came from. And it'll give it to you when you're ready. It's not going to tell you what it is right now, but they are actually, they're downloads. It's like information, like a book. Here's a book. So they'll give you a symbol and cipher, but consciously you can't figure out what it is. But sometimes you can here and there glimpse, but there's so much and information in it. But you're literally, it's downloading into your DNA. And when time comes right, they trigger those things. Same thing with the cube. It's downloading things in you, cleaning frequencies, and when time comes, trigger happens, and then downloads, more downloads come. Because when you're ready, then it'll be there for you. Because it's already there for you. All the knowledge is there. So that's the cool part. That's why you get downloads out of the blue. And then you got to go sleep. When you feel tired and sleepy, go to bed. Those are called downloads. It needs you to go in a relaxed state, in a non-resistant state, so it can do the downloads for you without your interference. It's very, very beneficial for you. So if you have symptoms of sleeping, tiredness, or a little bit of pain on and off, migraines out of the blue, it's not because you've done anything. They're downloads and recalibrations and upgrades on your whole system. Just they'll come and go. It's you might gain weight, lose weight, gain weight, muscle expansion, extraction, all that kind of stuff. It's just recalibrating everything. Every cell, cellular structure is going to be recalibrated to a new energy because the old has to replace the old.
Yes.
So don't be afraid if you're sick or you think you have a cancer or something. It's not, right? Or you have a heart problem. That's not the case because it's just a recalibration. So, and it's just it's detoxing very much. So you will physically feel the detoxing. You'll think it's a heart problem or something else, but it's not. So no fear there, guys. I don't know if many know that, so I did mention that before too many times, but now the energy's going really fast. They're going to feel it more. And a lot of people are feeling it. They know something's happening and they can't explain it. So there's another symptom. And you're not crazy. Don't worry. Welcome to the club. I know how that feels. We went through it our whole life since a kid. Isolating ourselves and trying to pretend to be someone else to fit in to the group. So we wouldn't be picked on and teased and all that. So you can imagine a life living that way in a lie, pretending, waiting patiently till find someone who can actually relate to, communicate with, and that's tough. But you know what? It was good because it kept me strong,
Yes.
and I didn't interfere with no one. I kept it to myself, and I kept growing and growing and growing and growing. And I did not allow the outer influence to influence me, or else you would lose that, right? So there was a time where I got influenced, though. You know, and what as my soul, because I did the contract, as I was going off track, it says, no, get back here. Didn't matter what, it'll put me back here. And it just popped in like out of the brain, out of the blue. I realized I just woke up when I said, okay, this is not me. And I, on an ego level, am a good person to begin with, and generous and giving and loving and caring. But that ego also was acting on, I actually adapted to learning. And this is when I came to Canada, obviously. A new culture, a different way of living. I saw control and I go, oh my gosh, this place is so controlled. When I came here, I says, these people are blind. Says they don't see. But I got caught in it myself. And I didn't even realize it. It just snuck up on me, one brick at a time. See, one little brick at a time. And it got so heavy that all of a sudden one day I went, okay, this is not me. What's happening? I says, what am I doing? This is not even me. Literally. And I says, oh my gosh, I got caught up in it and I did not even know. It says, how sneaky. And I had to go backwards and correct everything because there was a lot of stuff I put in there. And I had to correct it just step by step. And I took 100% responsibility, and I did everything I had to do. And I took all the tools that were available. So I asked, and whoever gave help, I accepted. And I used it as suggestions and tools, like suggested, but not as facts, okay? That was the key. There were a few times here and there where I took it as facts, and it put me backwards. It actually put me in a depression and frustration mode. That's why I have experienced that too. And that's why I understand, don't hold it as facts, because it'll hold you back. I just use it as, but I have to be grateful because I lived a life already in that stage. I've always been grateful from all people in my life, bad or good. I always took their whatever they suggested, I took it all as suggestions, but I never took it as a fact. In fact, I reversed it. If they told me this is impossible and it's not good to do because it just does not work, I proved to them that it would work doing it in a bad way as well, but I reversed it into a good way. And they could not. They hated that because I did everything they said not to do, and I showed them how it can work. If that's negative, it's because you're looking at it a negative way, therefore you're going to get it in a negative way. I says, all you have to do is just change it, the perception, the way you think about it, and it'll change the way you feel about it. And then you'll have solutions to make it better that are actually beneficial. And that's what they did not get, right? But that's how you want to do things in life as well. Look at the solution. Don't look at the problem. The problem's the past. It's done. Let it go. Whoopity-doo, done. Look at the solution. Always look forward. How can I make it even better? How can I make this even better? How can I make this more beneficial? That's all. Not try to, how I'm going to make this the best of the best and make it so it stays the best. That's not going to work. That's a fail right there. It's going to go backwards. So the concept is how to make it better because it's constantly evolving. You are always evolving. Things are constantly changing. You can't hoard nothing. Because if you hoard something and you keep it, you stop learning, you stop growing, and you're killing it. So the plant is going to die too. Because you're hoarding, you're not letting it breathe, you're not letting it learn, you're not letting it breathe the air, and it's going to die. And you will die too. You'll be part of it. Those are the concepts.
If you were to wrap up that concept, is that how you would finish it up? We're at about an hour now, and
Yeah, that would be a good one, yeah. So yeah, follow your joy. Pretty much, this is why you follow your joy. Follow your joy. Do things that feel good for you, that feel better for you. And that's it. That's what matters. That's important. And it'll keep you in a state of abundance and clarity, which you can actually attract more positive, beneficial thoughts, because what you put out is what you get back. So you have to have that. It's a frequency. So remember, it's a frequency. It's a law. And it doesn't take no sides, negative or positive, doesn't care. It's going to give you what you ask for. So always go in a positive state of joy and happiness, not super bliss and try to make things perfect, okay? Because that's what's been taught too. Just try to do what's better, what feels better than now. And that's it. Really simple, make it really simple. And always make rules that you win all the time. Make things easy for you, that you win all the time. So you feel better all the time. You're in charge of it. You command it, and it obeys to your rules.
little attainable goals, realistic attainable goals, and you just keep
Yeah.
building on those. Yeah, following your joy. Awesome.
So that's how I would wrap it up. And love yourself. Huge. I know it's hard.
Start there. Yeah.
Love yourself. We'll probably go deeper on that conversation another time too. But yes, love yourself. It's really important. Credit yourself. Everything you learn is you. Accomplish it. It's not because, let's say you get lots of things from me. Don't praise me. Praise yourself. You're the one doing it. You took the action to learn. It wasn't me. I'm just giving you information, suggestions. I can't make you do anything. See, I'm off the hook. It's you. Take credit. You do it. No one does it for you. No one can do it for you.
Yep.
You're doing the doing of it. You made the decision. I'm going to do it. So take all the credits. You did it. And love yourself and praise yourself and forgive yourself whatever you did. Forgive, let it go. It's done. It's transmuted. You didn't hurt nobody. You're just hurting yourself. Don't worry. If you feel guilty, forgive. And forgive yourself so you don't feel guilty. And remember, it's just energy. Okay? Energy. It's just energy. Don't look at it as physicality. Energy. It's a little bit easier. I know it's hard, but it's forgive yourself and self-love yourself and just let it go and move on to the next. Everything's perfect. Okay. I love you guys. Thank you very much. You guys are so powerful, so loving. We love you. Everyone loves you. We are all assisted with much, much abundance of love. Okay.